I walked into Nike EYBL as a completely unknown prospect. After a couple solid performances, I was invited to Israel Kings camp to compete with some of the best players from around the country. And I put on a show, dropping 31 points and 11 assists in front of multiple college scouts. I left that camp ranked as the number 18th player in my class according to ESPN and 24/7 Sports, getting letters from top D1 programs showing interest, and becoming a trending topic on social media in the high school hoop scene.
This kid, Scory Sharp, walks into camp as a unknown prospect and walks out as the 6th best point guard in the junior class. It's just one of those amazing stories you like to hear.
The University of Utah has offered 4-star junior guard Scory Sharp a scholarship to try to keep the Salt Lake City prodigy home and potentially lead them to a Final Four run in the future.
I don't know if y'all seen this. I was just talking to Lou about it before we started the show. It's this kid named Scory Sharp that just went viral on Instagram and TikTok. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga kinda cold, bro. Shit, I'm trying to see if we could get him at Pike.
5-star prospect Bernard Ward has just announced he will be transferring to Wasatch Academy in Utah, joining Dolph Jackson, Tremonti Coleman, Zachariah Jackson, and the recent internet sensation Scory Sharp. Wasatch is now slotted to be the #1 team in the nation. All my real niggas mount up, cause it's about to get ugly.
Israel King became my mentor after camp. We trained every single day for the rest of the summer in Salt Lake, and my game started to evolve quickly under his coaching. He taught me how to be a better defender, and he taught me how to trust my shot more because I'm not as bad as a shooter as I thought I was. It was all mental. He kind of became like a father figure to me, and he made sure that I was good beyond basketball. He asked me if I was good mentally, if I was eating right, sleeping right, staying focused, staying away from people who only wanted to be around me because my name was getting bigger. By the time I had to show up to Wasatch, I was ready. Number 18 in the country is a crazy feeling, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that also means that I got a target on my back now. It's somebody in the gym right now as I'm doing this voiceover, putting in work to take my spot. Well, guess what, partner? I ain't going out like that. Our opening home game felt different from anything I've ever experienced. Man, the energy in that gym was insane. And it wasn't no secret as to why. This was a super team. We had ranked players all over this roster. We were playing against AZ Compass Prep, and on the other side was a familiar face, Russell Owasi. Y'all know I already played against Russell back in EYBL, so I knew exactly the type of talent he was. He was the number 5 player in the junior class, and he had the game to match it. Russell was active from the very start of this game, and he started off the game with another strange question. Man, this dude gonna ask me how many thank yous would it take for me to get my auntie to hit the Cupid shuffle on his coffee table.
Thank you, James. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you.
This dude was a hawk in them passing lanes, bro. Every time we threw a lazy pass, he was there. I was at a Stephon Castle level of carelessness with the ball, bro. It was moments where I felt like he knew where the pass was going before I even threw it. He turned those steals into easy fast break points, and that forced me to lock in. He shot a decent 7 for 13 from the field, and then in the third quarter, he walked up to me and told me that he has pictures of dead white people in his wallet. He finished with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals, and once we settled down, we started looking like the team that everybody came to see. B Ward came out and had a light 8 points and 7 rebounds, playing physical, doing all the dirty work. Now, I know that might not sound crazy on paper, but for this to be his first game with a new team in a new environment, it was good enough. I'm gonna have to do a better job of getting him more involved because he should have had more points. I gotta say, man, that one was on me. But anyway, man, like I told y'all earlier, I came out throwing the ball away immediately. But I calmed down and I ain't let it discourage me or nothing, cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been a lot more confident in myself as a basketball player after working with King. He made me realize, man, like, it's all a mental thing with me. So I found my rhythm early in this game. The defense kept giving me space, so I was pulling that thing out, letting it drizzle on their face. Now, obviously, I got my flaws. I'm still a young and very inexperienced player. Look how I fell on my face right there, but look at the improvement though. I'm playing defense now. I'm out here getting steals. Look at this one. I got another one right here. I ripped Russell Owasi. That is the type of stuff that these colleges want to see. I told y'all I've been working relentlessly to improve my shot, and as y'all can see, it's been paying off. Even the way I get to the rim now is a lot smoother. When I had a lane, I attacked. When they helped too much, I found my teammates, or if they tried to double team Tremonti or Dolph, I'll be wide open and they'll just kick it to me. And when the game started speeding up, I made sure that we stayed calm. That was the biggest thing for me, staying composed. 19 points for your boy in his debut, only 5 assists for me, which is a bit low. Y'all know I take pride in my assists. I'ma do better next time. 5 steals for your boy though. AZ Compass had a bigger problem taking care of the ball than I did. And I forgot to mention that I'm out here punching the rim now. Yes, look at that steal. Another dunk, back-to-back dunks in this game. Your boy was feeling great, man. We won our season opener at the crib by 15 points. Final score 88-73. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it felt good. I finally felt like I fit in somewhere and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I know I can do. But that's just the first game. We got a lot more to go. Playing against Lake City was gonna be different from a normal game. I was looking at 2 of my former teammates, Romani Duval and Shane Kavanaugh. They knew how I liked to play. They knew when I wanted to pass, when I wanted to attack, when I liked to change the pace. They knew I preferred Gina Wap over Tiana Trump. So coming into this game, I already knew it wasn't gonna be easy. Lake City came prepared. First off, let's talk about Romani's little brother, Mello. He is a 6'10" freshman, already giving teams the business at the varsity level. That alone is crazy to see in person. He can literally do everything. He can shoot, rebound, viciously block shots, and he is a real lob threat. No exaggeration, I'd be hella surprised if he didn't make it to the league. He's that good already, and he's still growing. He already better than his brother. 11 points and 3 blocks for the young boy. He only got to play a little bit in this game, but man, if they would have played him more, I think that the game would have turned out a lot differently. My boy Bernard, Ace, we call him Ace. Ace looked way more comfortable because of how early I got him involved. He was more aggressive because he knew that he was gonna get the ball. He gave us 17 points and 4 rebounds. All I had to do was throw the ball up in the air and he was going to get it. I haven't seen him take many jump shots though. Coach mentioned that he needs to work on that because if he wants to make it to the next level, he needs to develop some type of jumper, and I completely agree. If he gets that down pat, it'll make us even harder to guard. Then you got Romani. Y'all know he play physical, finishing through contact and all that good jazz. Romani did what Romani does, man. 21 points and 9 rebounds, and that's exactly the type of game that you would expect Romani to have. But Shane? Man, Shane came out and did something I never expected. Based off of EYBL, I would have thought Romani would have been the star of this team, but boy was I wrong. He came out aggressive early, absolutely lethal from 3. I think he only drove to the basket like 1 time. Rest of it was straight jumpers. We tried our best to defend him as best as we could, but he was still making tough shots. He finished with 29 points and 5 assists, and honestly, he earned those numbers. He literally kept Lake City alive every time it felt like we were about to pull away. If he played like this in EYBL, we would have been unstoppable. And by the way, I want to say congratulations to Shane and Romani. They just committed to Boise State. Now for me, I had a light 24 points and 11 assists. I had thoughts of turning it into a one-on-one proving match, but I ain't want to play selfish. There was possessions where I knew Shane and Romani expected me to attack. They done seen me do it so many times before, so instead of forcing shots, I'll drive, draw help, and kick it out to an open teammate. And once my teammates started scoring, the defense didn't worry about me as much, so that opened up my scoring. I started picking my spots better, I got to the rim, and took tough shots when they backed up, without being too reckless, of course. And defensively, I wanted to make plays too. I ended the game with 3 steals, and those came from knowing these dudes' tendencies. When you play against guys you know, you pretty much got them figured out. I was watching Shane's eyes when I knew he was about to create. I was watching Romani when he caught the ball and looked for cutters. I knew Lake City wanted to keep the ball moving, so I tried to disrupt that without taking myself out of position. But even with all that, this game was never comfortable. Every time we got momentum, Lake City had an answer. Shane would hit a tough jumper, Romani would get a board, Mello would block a shot and get their bench loud. It felt like we had to earn every single point. But I remember King taught me how to stay calm in moments like these. When my team needed me to score, I scored. We won this game 103-96. That final score showed how tough this game really was. This wasn't a blowout where everything just went perfect. This was one of them games where both teams had really good players. And to be honest, man, I wouldn't have wished it went any other way than what it did. That was a fun-ass game I just played in, man. I'm not gonna lie. In this game against Brewster Academy, my boy Dolph Jackson was the one who really started going crazy right out the gate. This was the first game where he looked completely unstoppable, like he finally realized how much damage he could do. He finished with 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks, but the numbers only tell just part of the story. His presence changed the whole game for us. Like, when Brewster started missing shots, it was either Ace or Dolph who got a board or they caused the stop. If anybody from Brewster tried to drive in that paint, Dolph definitely made him think twice. His mom's has a nice pair of titties. And offensively, he gave us another real option. For me, as the point guard, I was happy to see that I have another teammate to get the ball to. I guess he got tired of being disrespected because coach had one rule: give Scorey or Ace the ball at all times. He said if anybody else felt like they needed the ball, they could take it up with God. He keisters a Derringer pistol into all of our games, so we knew he meant business. Ace had another great game where he gave us steady production, 18 points and 9 rebounds, and the best thing about his game is how reliable he is. Soon as this big nigga get the ball, he be on attack, and sometimes he take off a week from brushing his teeth, so if you get up real close, he don't mind blowing in your face. Having Dolph and Ace both playing like that made the game easier for everybody. But on the other side, Buzzy Andrade was the main problem. A 6'1" senior Kentucky commit, he plays like somebody who knows he can score on anybody. He's undersized just like me, but he doesn't play small. A ridiculous 6'9" wingspan with huge hands. Bro got that type of scorer's confidence where one made shot can lead into like 3 or 4 quick buckets. Buzzy dropped 24 points and 5 assists, so he definitely got his. He was Brewster's best player all game. The matchup between me and him became one of the best parts of the game, honestly. Well, you know, except for Dolph's mom.
I gotta get off here. I'm finna go beat my shit to that. I'm gonna get up with y'all, man. I'm finna go jerk this chicken, man, on phone.
It wasn't personal or nothing, just 2 small guards, both trying to prove a point. Both trying to control the game in different ways. He wanted to get buckets and keep Brewster alive. I wanted to make sure they never got close enough for it to matter. Blessings to him and his family, but I had to put him down. This was my best game yet. 28 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And I ain't need hella free throws to get it either. I only shot 1 free throw, and you know what that means. Big and 1. I had a great shooting night, 11 for 14 from the field, 5 for 8 from 3, and I had like 4 dunks in this game. It's crazy how I'm really punching shit consistently like this. All them workouts over the summer really paid off. Now, I didn't get double-digit assists like I usually do, but I still did a decent job of distributing the ball. I kept applying pressure on defense, playing them passing lanes. I honestly think I'm getting a lot better at that. I did all of that and still managed to find a way to lead us in scoring. But you know, that's who I am. That's my name, baby. That balance is what made this my best performance so far. And beating Brewster by 23 points and not blowing the lead like the Spurs made it even better.
Shit fake. It's fake. It's fake.
This was by far the most intense matchup we had this season. We were playing against Bartlett High School, but for Ace, this one had way more lore behind it. This was his old school. So when the schedule came out and we saw Bartlett was on it, nobody had much to say. We already knew what type of game this was gonna be. It was a lot of bad blood there. He didn't play no games with them dudes right from the jump. Cooking. 25 points, 10 rebounds, and a block, giving them real booty work in the post. I just gave him the ball and got out of the way because before this game even started, he ate a whole pack of Cools and drank water with plenty cigarette ash in it. Now, I know it's obvious that something had to happen between Ace and Aaron. I actually ended up finding out the story, so if y'all want to know, let me know. But when Ace left, they replaced him with this guy named Darren Seeks. So that made the whole game even more interesting. Darren wasn't a bad player at all. He came into this game with something to prove too, because everybody knew what the story was. Ace leaves and Darren steps in that spot, and now they're facing each other with everybody watching. Darren finished the game with 17 points and 6 rebounds. So he definitely gave Bartlett some good production. He played hard, crashed the glass, and hit some tough shots that kept Bartlett in the game. The player that everybody expected to have a big night was, of course, Aaron Curry, and that didn't happen because I wasn't going for that. Aaron came into this game with a lot of attention on him because of the Bernard storyline and, you know, me and his matchup from EYBL. People wanted to see him go at Bernard's new team. They wanted a back and forth. They wanted the tension, the trash talking, big plays, all of that. But once the game started, he just couldn't get comfortable, and that was all my doing. I knew that Ace needed to show out in this game. So I took a back seat because I wasn't trying to take the spotlight from him. I wanted him to cook his old team. So my main focus was doing the dirty work and making sure that Aaron didn't become the reason that Bartlett beat us. He only finished with 9 points and he had 3 turnovers. And for a player with that much attention on him, that was a rough night. I had 14 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Still did my thing, but like I told y'all earlier in this game, this was all about my boy Ace for real. Gotta be a W teammate and let my doggy bone get his shine. I ain't gonna lie, I did have thoughts of having a hostile takeover in the 3rd quarter, but man, that environment was crazy, and they was real hostile too. Somebody threw a whole Philly cheesesteak at Ace, but luckily he caught it with his mouth open. He actually ate it in the locker room during halftime. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, games like this got me hella excited for college. I can't wait, bro. I just gotta see what decision I'ma make. I still gotta see what's the best option for me. Cause I told y'all, man, I'm trying to make it to the league. And I ain't trying to get buried on the bench if I go to a blue blood school. I'm trying to go somewhere where I could play right away, showcase my talent, get drafted, and be in a gang of bitches. So this summer, I'm definitely gonna be weighing all my options. But anyway, man, I got way off topic. This was a solid game for me. I had a couple of dunks in this game too, so I was cool with it. But the real problem in this game was this dude named Kobe Sanders. Complete random. Came out of nowhere and gave us 27 points of straight buckets. He was giving us delicious work for the whole second half. He's literally the only reason that they won. Bartlett ended up winning this game. Final score 84-76, and this loss really hurt, but we got pieces of the game exactly how we wanted it. Ace got his revenge performance, Aaron struggled, and I got to crack one of the fans after the game. But bro, midway through it, I realized that I ran a red light, so now I got blood on my wing. But I mean, we took the L. We just gotta move on and make sure we don't make the same mistakes in the next one. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was hella disappointed. Coming into this game against Calvary Christian, we had a different type of energy. That loss to Bartlett really pissed me off. Worse than the blood on my wing. We knew we didn't play hard enough in that last game, and everybody in that locker room understood that that next game had to be a response. Calvary Christian just so happened to be the team in front of us. Dolph Jackson had another spectacular performance, 16 points and 11 rebounds, and that double-double mattered. He was physical inside, attacked the glass, and gave us second chance opportunities when we needed them the most. Every time I passed it to Dolph in the post, he was making something happen. My boy Ace had a great performance too. He finished with 12 points and 5 rebounds, and his energy just stood out. He might have not scored a lot, but he was giving us 110% every time. And on defense, man, he helped us out a lot. He was able to help us control the game, especially when Calvary Christian tried to find momentum. But Ace wasn't trying to let him live. He was dunking on people, blocking shots, yelling all in people's face, being crazy. My boy Tremonti actually balled out this game. He had 10 points, but he played within the flow of our offense. He didn't force anything. He just stayed ready. So I started kicking it out to him at the 3, and he was knocking them down. And Zachariah was able to knock down some clutch shots in this game. I couldn't do nothing but smile because I was happy for my dog. But bro, in this game, man, it was like I had to unleash my anger or something. I ain't never balled out like this before. It was obvious that I came in with a chip on my shoulder. I felt like I should have stepped up instead of being laid back like I was last game. So I showed Calvary Christian that I would never do that again. Bro, I finished with 34 points, 7 assists, and 1 steal. That was my best game this season, but what made it special was how it happened. I was so aggressive. I was under control. I wasn't phased, and I trusted my teammates, and they trusted me. When I had a shot, I definitely took it. When the defense collapsed, I made the right passes. And looking back at the film, you could just see I had the hunger and aggression in this game. And another thing that made it so much better, I saw a Duke scout in the crowd. Bro, somebody from Duke was here to watch me play. Just a few months ago, man, nobody knew me. That's crazy. We beat the brakes off of Calvary Christian in a blowout win, 101-77. Bartlett might have got the best of us in the last game, but Calvary Christian had to deal with our raft after that loss. That was for Ace.
That was for Joe.
But for me, it shows me that I could take things to a whole nother level when I take things personal. And I guess I should have knew that the last time I took things personal. I had 31 at King's Camp. I had a great season, man. Everything seemed to be going my way. I got some invites to a few camps this summer. I'm getting a little bag now for some sponsorship deals. New Shubies getting added to my roster. Man, I'm living so much better than I was literally a few months ago. At this point, what can go wrong? Man, I've been so busy that I ain't even get a chance to talk to nobody like that for real. Man, my phone been blowing up. I got so many missed calls. Let me see. I gotta go through my voice messages.
You have 75 new messages to
Hear this message. Press 1.
What's good, Mr. Big Tom, Mr. Superstar? You can't even answer the phone for a nigga no more, Scory? Man, anyways, I thought you should be the first one to hear from me. I'm transferring. I'm going to Olympus to team up with Cody Cragen. I know you're not gonna like that because y'all don't like each other, but I don't really care. At least I know I'll get some shine over there, cause can't nobody but Ace and Dolph score a damn bucket with you as the point guard. Tremonti said he transferring too, so congratulations goes to you for killing this team. I can't be no teammate of yours no more, man. You done got all this clout now and then went straight to your dusty ass retwist. And I ain't willing to be the background character to your show. What you think, you better than me or something? Nigga, you ain't no better than De'Aaron Fox. You a fraud. I never thought it would be you. I thought about 20 different ways I could make you suffer. So instead of putting laxative in your Gatorade, I'm doing this. We gonna beat your ass next season, I promise you. And you got Israel King's wean down your tonsils. Relax your jaw and take a breather, Smoochie. But yeah, I was just letting you know, it's war now. Well, it's been real. Delete my number, nigga.
Hey, Scory, this is Coach Self, University of Kansas. We would love to get you down here for a visit, man. Just let me know when you are available. We could fly you out and have a couple bad bitches on deck ready for whatever. We got this Latina that does this thing with her tongue. Sorry, got off topic. Just give me a call or a text when you're ready, all right? Holla back, twin.
Scory, this is crazy. Can't believe I'm doing this right now. I don't know if you remember much about me. God, it's been so long, but my name is Sean McDuffie, and I'm your father, son.
Oh my God.